My village was the keeper of the Black Rose. We kept it safe and away from anyone looking to take advantage of its power. My father was the chief of our village, and I as an only child was next in line. I spent many days and nights studying the history of the Black Rose, preparing myself for the day I'd have to take over, not only to protect the rose and its power, but our people as well. As a young child, I'd heard many tales about the Grey Bannermen and how they used the power of the rose to their sole advantage. When it was finally freed from their selfish hands, it was passed to my family to safeguard it. But they would eventually find the Black Rose again, and when that day comes, we must be ready. They did come. After centuries, they finally found us. The yearly harvest fest was in full swing when they charged my village and rampaged their way through it. In the air I was ushered upon my horse with the Black Rose trusted by my father to keep it safe, while he fought for our people. Before he let me go though, he made me promise to never return. I rode atop my trusted mare for far longer than she had ever before ridden. You see, I was never permitted to explore beyond our village. Finally settled after riding the day and night away, near a small water stream, and when I gazed upon the plain fields, I knew that this would be the land I'd hide the Black Rose in. I made my father a promise to never return to the village, and for now, I'd honor that promise. But you see, the ride gave me lots of time to think, and I've decided that once this land is established, for any possible refugees that may have survived that horrid attack, once this Black Rose is safely tucked away, and all of my responsibilities are taken care of, I'll return, and I'll exact my revenge. My name is Tris, and I'm the current guardian of the Black Rose. To be able to take care of my people, I must first establish this land. I'll need resources, and most importantly, a home. All I have left is Daisy, my quest for vengeance, and what few belongings I found while searching for this sanctuary. I think, to begin with, other than my bed, we need a little place to stay. I think it's time to set up a little campsite. I feel as though this stream and this land will make for the perfect campsite and the perfect place to hide the rose when time comes. But right now, Daisy, I'm gonna leave you here while I go in search of materials. So I've just come back from collecting some wood. As you can see, I'm still collecting some, but as I'm totally new to this, it also kind of strikes me that I don't have a lot of food. So I have punched some grass and I've gotten some seeds, and I think it would be a good decision to make some food, or like a little field, maybe a little bit further down the stream at the moment. And because I don't have any iron, so I can't make a bucket, but I feel like that would probably be a good decision before, making a campsite, is to make sure we have something to eat first. Also, the Black Rose is currently in here, but yeah, I got a few seeds, and I think we're just gonna have to make a hoe, and then we'll have to work on the campsite afterwards, because I'm kind of getting hungry. So, like, over here is pretty good. It's far enough away from our campsite that it's not really gonna be an eyesore. Right, so let's just do this. And there we go. Let's build a campsite. As you can see, I have finished up the first little wooden tent that we have, and I think it is time to put our bed and our stuff into it. Here we go. And now we just need our bed and one chest. So let's go. Here we go. Bed, our chest. You know what? I think I want to put them on the opposite sides. Here we go. And we're just gonna put all of our wood stuff and food and such in here. We're probably gonna take our furnace out. That would probably be nice, right? Just put it in the corner here so it can heat us up. Okay. Put it in. And now we have a golden apple as well. And some wooden tools that we can also use for fuel. But while I was building, it came to my thought that the wither rose, or our black rose as we are calling it, it's not safe in that chest. No. We need somewhere to hide it in our lands that we will remember. So I figured, right now we have Daisy over here, but underneath this tree is always gonna be a reminder that it is here. We go and we of course just break this one because people shouldn't be able to get in. But then we put the rose in here, the tree stump back, and the grass will grow back before they even know it. And if it doesn't grow back, they'll just assume it was Daisy that ate it. So I think that the rose is gonna be safe hiding down there. Now that I have food up and we have safely tucked away the wither rose for now, at some point we're gonna have to make it even more safe, but I think with the limitations on me at the moment, I think that's the best safe place for it. But there's one last thing I kinda wanna do. And that's, I kind of want to explore a bit. I know that that's not something I should be doing. I should be focusing on building up our little soon-to-be village. But this is new land, and I'm completely on my own. So nobody is gonna stop me. There's not gonna be anybody around. So I think we should go exploring a little bit. Let's grab Daisy and her stuff that comes with her so we can always tether her. And I don't think we are in any kind of trouble of being found here. So let's just go for a little trip. I am also thinking that the best way for us to do anything in this world and not be discovered by the Great Bannermen. There's a shipwreck, horsey. Daisy, look. Let's go explore. Anyway, that'll be to, you know, not being completely obvious. Obviously my tent at the moment is slightly obvious, but I am kind of hoping that they'll just think that it was a passenger or somebody just passing by that was setting up that and just move on, or you know, our village will just have to deal with that when that time comes. But basically my idea is that we, as well as our future residents, hopefully, we're crossing our fingers that not everybody perished in the attack. We should just, you know, live in small mushrooms. If we live in mushrooms, nobody should bat an eye, right? And it's a plains area, so everybody should be, you know, we should be able to make it up as we go. So I think that should be pretty cool. We have to dig a little bit of this out for us to get inside and see what's going on. Hey, there's stuff underneath it. There's a chest. That's pretty cool. Carrots and moss and some coal and paper and all sorts of stuff and a little tunic. We can get dressed. We now have a new outfit. Well, halfway outfit. There we go. A little bit of protection. I only have the outfit I ran away from. But yeah, this is pretty cool, right? No way. I heard about those chests. Me about that tale, but honestly, I don't think anybody believed him. Daisy's stuck. No. Okay. I also think that the sun is setting, so we should hurry on home. But yeah, I never thought they were actually real. So that's pretty cool to figure out, isn't it? And they left us some pretty good goodies. I mean, we have food now. Like, they gave us fish and tools and mangrove and all sorts of stuff. I think that's pretty cool. Let's go sleep in our tent. Spending the first night in the tent. But anyway, guys, I think with that, with us having built our tent, safely saving the rose and placing it down there, learning the law of the fairies, having our trees grow, and protecting Daisy. I do think that that's everything for this time. But I hope you'll enjoy this and will continue on my journey with me. Goodbye, everybody. Last time I rode in here, a lot had happened. I'd fled my village, rode my horse dry, and built a campsite. Come up with a solid plan. I'm gonna make sure if anyone survived, I'll have a place for them. Now it may be a bit extra, but let's be realistic. If anyone survived, we're never gonna go back to the village in which I was raised. It's simply not safe anymore. So I'll live up to my responsibilities and make a place that won't be discovered, and will keep everyone safe for centuries to come. But first, we'll need materials, so let's go. I'm so happy to see you alive. Thank you. I'm happy to see you as well. I barely escaped, very few did. We didn't know how to find you. I just followed the stream and crossed my fingers I'd find you. Hey, this is my first time building mushrooms. Don't judge them. This place looks just like a natural biome and should keep us all safe for a very long time. It's been years since that fateful night. I never got my promise. I could not bear the thought of leaving before we were fully self-sufficient and safe. We needed time to grow big and strong, and we have. The fields grow better year after year, and children are being born again. I've slowly and unsuspiciously been making myself less important so they wouldn't miss my leadership. But before I can go, I have to move the rose to the vault. I need it to be safe, and it's the last piece missing before I can leave. Moving the rose and leaving must happen in the same night, so no one has time to notice and question me. I'll escape by boat tonight. I don't know if I'll ever return. We'll see, but for now I have one goal, and that is to find them. I'll travel day and night till I find them and take them out. I'm almost back home. I didn't expect to come back, to be honest. I expected a bigger fight with more people than there were. So, I'm not quite certain what to do with myself now. I have accomplished pretty much everything I was supposed to. Every promise I made has been pretty much upheld. Except for the one I made my dad, but like, what did he expect? Like, he couldn't have expected much else, right? I expected greater forces. I expected to meet the kind of force that I had to flee from my village back then. That wasn't the force that they had anymore. I expect that while we were growing bigger and stronger and getting everything repaired within ourselves, their forces greatly diminished. I don't know. But basically, there's not much left to do. It's broad daylight and I am almost back at my village. I have made stops along the way to make sure I wasn't followed by any rogues, but no, nothing. I think I got them all. And I think it's just time to go home. We're almost there. There's not long to the village. I'll probably have a lot to hear for this, cause I don't think they'll appreciate me just disappearing. But I think I'm just gonna make a beeline for my home. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of people out, even though that it's broad daylight. Oh, they're just all congregated up near my house. That's not very nice. I think I managed to come back in without being too noticeable. Nobody's come knocking yet, so I think I may be able to get around this one without having too much to answer for. But that was kinda it. I don't have any more great missions I have to go on. Now I just have to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. I don't have much to do at the moment, so I suppose that's it. That's all for me. I have nothing more to write about.